beginning, the earth was but a great flood. Mud rose up out of the sea to become land. Then the first man came to be, tasked with keeping the peace. The Cherokee were those guardians. The Spanish extirpation and utter decimation, ransacking towns and taking slaves. Resistance meant an early grave, and then disease began to take flight. Over 100 years, sickness spread. 3 out of every 4 up and dead. And then the British came, starting with peace and trade. A bountiful friendship was made, until we were betrayed. Starting an unstoppable decline, the king proclaimed his line across the divide. Natives to the left, settlers to the right, but settlers pushed right through to the other side. Dragon canoe decided to fight against the American thieves. Boom, war, an American nation is on the brink. We fight for the king, being promised support on the front. It came on form of gunpowder and lead, but no red coats to wield British guns. We didn't stand a chance, immediately overrun. The revolutionary heroes moved throughout our land, sword in hand, razing whole towns to the ground. States paying the price of 100 acres or more for the bounty of a single scalp from a head. Double that if you bring them the man, because the state made their bank selling us across the sea, funding their war effort to help them succeed, creating their great country. Forced to step to the beat of the political drum, kill the Indian, save the man, chanted across the land. Assimilation to avoid relocation, another lie by the American nation. Back up the plantations, shed our tears as we march for relocation. The Emancipation Proclamation, a strategic declaration, not a moral obligation. A military directive to free the slaves, just to cut off the South's foreign aid possibilities and crippling their economy. June 19th, 1865 announced all slaves are free, but they were only talking about the Southern decree. Do as we say and not as we do, never did ring so fucking true. To make the Cherokee more like the states, forced them to conform and cultivate. We freed the men, gave them all 40 acres to live, made them citizens of the tribe to begin. Y'all fought like hell to make us king, but it was just about us bending the knee. Can't follow your own fucking rules. 40 acres and a mule, promised to your slaves, turned free, only to be stripped away, plunged into sharecroppery. Abject poverty, new rules to the same game. Slavery under a different name, still the same old American game. The states devised a plan, split up the land for every woman, man, and child. Our land used to stretch for miles upon miles. Next stripped away the freedmen's protection, using racial profiles to declare them unfit and in need of white guardianship, who used the extra 70 acres for self-profit, taxing it a surplus against the freedman's name, building the tally they couldn't pay, taking their lands under penalties, cripple the economy, gain the land through any legal means that they can, to keep up facades of civility. Had to show the world they had couth. Thank you, John Wilkes Booth, if that story's even fucking true. Heard he had a thing for vampires too. Begin the angelification of the most honest presidential presentation. In 1924, the master stroke of political facade, giving citizenship to all Native Americans without their consent or request. Congratulations, you're now part of the team. Americanization, the better indoctrination than the prevailing nation. Loss of sovereignty, dressed as reward for assimilation, through declaration of salvation of the Cherokee nation. Subject now to eminent domain, used to flood our towns beneath the waves. Sacred sites washed away, losing our graves. Overnight, power your home, on top of our bones. July 4th, your Independence Day. June 19th, your Freedom Day. But these were but the coffin for our grave, driving the final nails on the sovereign state. As you celebrate 250 years, we remember 500 years of targeted aggression, bringing sickness, bringing pain, becoming pawns in your games. History gets written in books as the victors go to spoils, and so to the publication of their indoctrination. Happy birthday, America!